Hi guys, it's MyPets1031 here, and today I'm going to be telling you a little about Easter and Easter bunnies. In the early 17th century, the tradition of hiding Easter eggs happened in Europe and was featured in German papers. After approximately 200 years, the idea of making candy and chocolate eggs instead of hard-boiled eggs became a reality. Many people around the world question, why is the Easter bunny a rabbit and not a bird because of all the eggs? The answer to that question is simply that the rabbit symbolizes fertility, and seeing as springtime also symbolizes fertility, the two fit together nicely. The Easter bunny was named Osterhase, and it soon was developed into a springtime version of Kris Kringle. Children built their own nests out of objects in their home during the night. Osterhase would lay the eggs in their nest. Now parents spoil their children much more than they once did, and I really question that. Parents now buy their kids bunnies for Easter, but what they don't realize is how a bunny really isn't a good Easter present. I must admit, I got my first rabbit Ella about a month before Easter. It was a coincidence really, but my family did call her the Easter bunny on rare occasion. Unlike many Easter bunnies, Ella was fed a proper diet of pellets, hay, veggies, and she came out of her cage every morning and every night. Sadly, Ella was an old rescue bunny from a local eagle center who was going to be fed to the eagles, and she only lived for a few months. This time of year, I see many people breeding their rabbits and labeling the bunnies Easter bunnies, just so they can make a buck. And if any one of those breeders are watching this video, I want you to know how immature that is. Most people think a rabbit is just a small cage pet that can come out whenever you feel like it, and ignore it half the time. But that isn't true. A bunny is a social creature that needs to interact with you. It needs a proper diet of hay, pellets, veggies, and not just your leftover salad. It needs at least an hour out of its cage every night, and it needs you to pet and play with it. Bunnies also don't like to be held. Most will kick and sometimes even bite you if you hold them, and that doesn't make anyone happy, especially children. It also needs to be spayed or neutered. Here's a warning to all your parents buying your kids Easter bunnies this year. That rabbit 5 months down the road is going to bite you whenever you put your hand in the cage. That bunny that you thought was so cute is going to spray you and attack you if you don't get it fixed. And a bunny isn't disposable. They are called domestic for a reason. When you dump them outside, they get caught by wild animals or neighbor dogs and cats. They get hit by cars and fight with wild bunnies who will kill them. They don't know how to forage for food, and they will die. Dumping a rabbit is like dumping a 4-week-old kitten on the side of the road. It won't survive. If you don't choose to dump this Easter bunny, it will most likely end up at animal shelters when it's not a cute little baby anymore, and it wants to bite your hand. They will neuter it and place it on the adoption floor, but that's not a happy ending for every bunny brought there. Some are friendly if you treated them right, and they will get adopted quickly. Others will sit in that cage for months and months on end, and some will even be euthanized. Now please be responsible pet owners here this year. If you still want an Easter bunny, adopt one from the Humane Society that needs a home and is already sprayed. One that is friendly that your child gets to meet before you bring it home. Make it a large cage, feed it properly, bring it to the vet for yearly checkups, because this pet isn't going to be something minor. Bunnies can live to be about 10 years old. So are you really ready for that? You wouldn't buy your kid a reindeer for Christmas, so why would you buy them a bunny for Easter?